Hey, this is Tong Sao. I'm going to give you my method for understanding how to get to the fretboard, make sure you're in the same key, you're not making any mistakes. This is for lead guitarists and people who really want to learn the fretboard really quickly. I'm going to go as fast as I can, so hopefully I can get it done within a 10-minute time frame. We're going to start in the key of G. The first pattern is a standard G-A on this, the 5th fret of the first string, and then a 1-2-4 pattern, B, C, D, right, all the way to the G again. Now the pattern continues, another 1-3-4 pattern, and then a 2-4 pattern, if you will, and then a 1-2 pattern. And then that lands on the G itself, but you can add the A. But it's always a good idea to land on the root note. Okay, you're going to go to A Dorian, okay, which is the second note in the key of G. 1, 2, 3. See, we have the modes I memorized in a mnemonic device, and it goes like this. Ionian, I do feel like messing around lately. Okay, I do feel like messing around lately. Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian. And there's this basic positioning, right? So this maybe 4-finger positioning that you get into, and then when you get to Dorian, it's like a 4.5-fingered position where you're here and you only play 2 notes on the string, and then you move down a fret, and then you move up back a fret, and then it's mainly contained for the rest of them. So 7 patterns for the whole fretboard, and what that does is gives you a very basic grasp. If you try to solo, you know, you're in Aeolian here, and then you move down to a mix of like Lydian and Mixolydian, maybe the pentatonics. You know, if you know that's the major pattern of Aeolian that mixes with the E minor. E minor pentatonic, those are the same things really. You're just adding and subtracting certain notes. Well, okay, so all of those things I spent 9, 10, 11 years playing, and I had really no progress whatsoever. It really didn't help me see anything in here. So what I did was I started taking lessons again, and he said, no, what you need to learn is the 3-note patterns. And what 3-note patterns mean is every string you're going to play 3 notes, and you're going to play G, A, B, okay, and then the next one you're going to move up and you're going to play 3 notes again. And then the next one you're going to play 3 notes, and then 3 notes. So every finger is playing 3 notes. That means the picking pattern is the same. This is what I call the 3-pattern system. It's a blend of the 3-note pattern system, but it's a simplification of understanding how the pattern works all up and down the fretboard. Now here's how it goes. The first pattern you're going to do is a 1-3-5 pattern. So try to keep your hand relaxed, keep your fingers close to the fret. We're going to skip out of the G scale just for a second, because I want to teach you the pattern only. So it's going to go 1-3-5, 1-3-5. Again, this is not the G scale. And then 1-3-5. Okay, that's the first pattern. 1-3-5, 1-3-5, 1-3-5. 3 1-3-5 positions. The next one is 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. But this time you're going to move up a fret. So the first one was 1, 3, 5. And then 1, 2, 4 gets moved up one fret. And then you play the next 1, 2, 4. Now here's where you get the loophole. So there's two loopholes. The first one is when you get to the 1, 2, 4 pattern, or we're going to call it the 2 pattern, you're going to always move up a fret. So if the 1, 3, 5 was here, the 1, 2, 4 is not going to start here on the 3rd fret, it's going to start on the 4th fret. 1, 1, 2, 4, like that. Now I move down again, and it's 1, 2, 4. Now here's the second issue. When you're on the B string, you always move down another fret. So if this was the first 1, 2, 4 pattern, we would actually move down 2 frets. Our first 1, 2, 4 was here. The second 1, 2, 4 is not here, but up 1 fret. Okay, the first one was here, moved up a fret. And the last pattern is 1, 3, 4. And then it moves down a string, if you got them, 1, 3, 4. And then the pattern starts all over. Okay, that in and of itself is the nutshell case. You can rewind that section all day long. Okay, but I'm going to keep going for as much time as I have, probably 2 more minutes. Okay, so let's talk about if we moved it around. Okay, so if I started with 1, 2, 4 here, which in the case of G, that would be the Locrian F sharp, right? G, and then A. So that's 1, 2, 4. And then the next one is 1, 2, 4. B, C, I'm sorry, yeah. B, C, D. We have F sharp, G. Okay, and then, so it went 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. And then we're on the B string, so it would be 1, 3, 5. But we're going to go up 1 fret, 1, 3, 5, and then 1, 3, 5. And then the next string would be 1, 3, 5, and then it would start over, moving up 1 fret, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, down 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. Now, wherever you find yourself, okay, so if you know this is Aeolian, right, we got 4, 3, 1. When I move down, I get a 1, 2, 4. Okay, when I move off the B string, I have to go, it's going to be 1, 2, 4, but it's going to be moved up a fret. And then I go down, because that's the second 1, 2, 4. I go 1, 3, or 5, 3, 1. And then down another one, 5, 3, 1. And then another 5, 3, 1. Okay, so practice that stuff. I'm going to do another video, hopefully, about all these details. And when you've done all that stuff, let me know. Give me a comment if that helped. Okay, so if you need more info on that simple pattern, all it's going to do, let me give you an example. So I got 1, 3, 5. Okay, so once you see that pattern just repeats itself all over the fretboard, it's just 3 patterns you have to keep a hold of with 2 little minor incidentals. The moving up when it's a 1, 2, 4, going up, and then moving up on the B string, whatever pattern is next. So if it was a 1, 3, 5 starting over, so if this was a 1, 3, 5 moving up on the B string, that means this last pattern was moving down and it's a 1, 3, 4. So that wouldn't be the right. We couldn't start there, we'd have to start on here. And then you can go and figure out what key that is, because you'll start to see the patterns of this box is, that's the root and all that stuff. So I'm going to give you another video soon, hopefully, and we'll see how far you can get with this.